My dad really didn't think it was something that could be considered like worthwhile, or he was really surprised like during the semi-finals or the grand finals of Gfinity when there was a huge crowd turnout and the Gfinity panned to the crowd and he just looked at me in shock and he's like, "These people are watching you play?" I'm like, "Yep." I've been in esports for just over a year, so not too long. I played games for fun.
Probably a year, I think, with Street Fighter 5. So I used to play StarCraft 2, like when I was like 15. So God, that was like 10 years ago.
It all just started, I guess, with knowing about the events that was being run in the FGC, and probably the biggest thing that really helped me out was coming second at PAX Throwdown.
I saw Evo actually when I was when I was playing StarCraft, I was like on the main site, Team Liquid, they were like promoting Evo, and I watched Street Fighter for that, and I got into playing it a little bit. And then I always wanted to play it, and just for Street Fighter 5, then I thought it was time to play.
Actually, before I competed in Evo Japan, I lived in Korea for about a year, where I played with a lot of the players there and trained. It was a sudden decision I decided to do. Not really much thought put into it, but I'm really happy I did it because it's probably the best experience I've had in my life, and a lot of my greatest memories are there, so I'll never forget it, and I'll always appreciate that country for giving me some of the best times of my life. If I could go back, I would go there instantly. It's an incredible place. I never really thought about like getting into esports. I wasn't really thinking that I was going to really get picked up by any team or play for anyone. It wasn't really something I was thinking about or ever thought that was going to happen to me. So there was no motive, no objective. It just happened, and I'm really thankful to be a part of it because now I've met some great people. I've traveled the world. I've been to places. I've won tournaments. I've made some nice cash. So it's going well.
I'm just like competitive in like everything I do. If I wasn't playing competitively, I probably wouldn't be playing at all. Or like many games nowadays. Like I find like the main like reason for me playing things or doing things is just like the competitive aspect, because I really enjoy that as opposed to just like recreationally enjoying games. So that really got me into it. And just like losing, like whenever I lose, I just like, it makes me play more. Like if I lose, I'm just like angry. I gotta play more until I keep winning.
My whole family's supportive of it as well. So everybody in the family watches me when I play. They tune into the live streams. They cheer me on. They always ask as soon as I get home, "How'd you go?" So
I guess I never sort of really talked about it that much. Like I just like say it like to my brother or something. Like, I'm just going to Sydney to play some tournament, just like that. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool because like my brothers all like love video games and stuff. They watched the Gfinity. That was like probably the first thing they ever watched of me playing in the tournament, I think. Yeah.
Probably the biggest thing to make me come to a sudden realization on how to improve my gameplay was getting second at the first Cybergamer. There was a realization after I lost that where I was like, wait, why am I sort of getting flustered? Why am I getting annoyed at things? Why am I putting too much emotion into the game as I play? So I realized that if you go in with a clear mind and take everything for what it is, whatever happens, you're going to perform way better. And as you can see, it worked. I took first place at MEO. Not surprised. Come on.
If you're just like grinding games non-stop and losing, you don't really know why, like there's no really point. You have to like know why you're losing and then like what to correct. And like I think because in terms of Street Fighter 5, it's not really a mechanical game. It's more of like I'd say strategic game. So like I think more of it is about like watching like replays and seeing what people do in certain situations and adding that to your gameplay as opposed to just like sort of grinding out games and like learning yourself. Because you can just watch like a pro game and you learn like everything like instantly. You just like copy it all. So I'd say that's the best thing. It's just imitate the pros, and then once you get to a certain level, you can start implementing sort of certain things that are characteristic of your play. So last year it was like the three big main events were OHN, BAM, and SXE. And there was PAX also, which was a great event. And this year it's just like the floodgates have just opened with like everything, like Gfinity, all the cyber gamers, all that stuff. MEO are here today. And like before it was just like, it was like sort of like a niche thing, but now it's like the the majority of like esports in Oceania is now like looking at the FGC, and they're all like getting into it. Like Avant's got a team, Order's got a team now with us, and yeah, it's awesome.
Success is just when, in terms of fighting games, seeing any kind of improvement. As long as you're striving towards a greater goal, and you see that it's working out for you, and you see that everything that you're doing is working, and that plan that you've laid out is doing well for you, I'd say that's pretty successful. It's up to each individual, I guess. So I'd say probably the basic thing that you should be doing is realizing where you are in terms of your gameplay, improving on that, and then start applying that into results. And then once you sort of see that connection there, I think that's success. It's not about winning, it's about the gradual journey there, and then coming to like a sudden final climax where you realize how to win.